IIT JAM 2024, question number 41. A firm has a production function that is homogeneous of degree 1, which is given by Q is equal to 2 root LK. Okay, the unit price of L is 4 and the unit price of K is 16. So the cost function is 4L plus 16K. Now, this is a Cobb-Douglas, so at the optimal, I will have to equate the two slopes of the isocost and the isoquant. So here the isoquant is basically MPL by MPK. So that will basically give me 2 into L to the power minus half, K to the power half into half. 2 into L to the power half, K to the power minus half into half. Okay, this cancels out and this will be left with K by L. So K by L is the slope of the isoquant, that's equal to the slope of the isocost, that's 4 by 16. That basically gives me 4K is equal to L. Now 4K is equal to L, put it here in the quantity 2 root L is 4K into K. So that basically gives me 2 4K square 2 into 2K or 4K. Q is equal to 4K and 4K is equal to L. Okay, that's my Q. Now my cost function is 4L plus 16K. Now L is Q, so 4L is 4Q. And 16K, 4K is Q, so 16K is 4Q. So this is 8Q. So what is the total cost of producing 10 units of output? Just put 10. 80. So what is the answer? It's 80. Am I understandable? What am I doing? I'm only equating the slope of the isoquant and the isocost. Okay. The isocost, that's 4L plus 16, is a line like this. And the isoquant of a Cobb-Douglas is a curve which is looking like this. So I basically equate the two slopes and I get my optimal L and K. Okay. Then what I do is I get K and L relationship by equating these two. Put that in the production function. You'll get Q as a function of K and Q as a function of L. Put the value of Q in the cost function. So you'll get your cost function. Why did I equate the two slopes? On trip, consumer behavior, what did we do? Isoquant is same quantity, different L and K. Okay. So given a particular cost, what is the maximum quantity that I can produce? That is what will happen at the tangency point. So given a cost, there will be multiple isoquant, but which one will give me the highest quantity? As a producer, my goal will be, given a cost of say 100, मैं 100 cost में maximum quantity कितना produce कर सकता हूं? That will be given by the highest achievable isoquant that I can have. Okay. That is why I'm equating the two slopes. Go back to consumer behavior. This is an extremely basic concept which you should be knowing. Okay. So I do that and I get my 80. Okay. So slope of the isoquant and slope of the isocost is equated. I get Q in terms of L and K. Put that Q in the cost function. In the isocost line, you get the cost function. So C is equal to 8Q, Q is equal to 10, cost is equal to 80.
Okay, let's solve this question. This is from IIT JAM 2024, question number 42. So it says, two students A and B are assigned to solve a problem separately. the conditional probability that A can solve the problem given that B cannot solve it. So it is given to you that A can solve the problem but B cannot solve. So A given, B complement. This is given to you as 1/5. Now the conditional probability that B can solve the problem given A can also solve the problem. So probability B can solve the problem, A can also solve the problem. This is given to you as 3/5. Now the probability that A can solve the problem, this is given to you as 1/10. Then the probability that B can solve the problem is. So the question says what will be this probability. So let's see how to solve this using the law of total probability. Using the law of total probability, what we can say, probability B can be written as probability B given A into probability A plus probability B given A complement into probability A complement. So this we all know that the unconditional probability of B, of the event B, can be written in this fashion. So probability the event B has occurred given given the event A into the probability of occurrence of event A plus means or, either this happens or this happens, plus probability B, given A complement into probability A complement. So these are the two ways in which probability B can happen, and we sum them up. So we are taking either or relation basically. So using the law of total probability, this is what the probability of B is. Now let us see what are the things that we already know. We already know what is B given A, right? This probability is given to us. We also know what is probability A. This is also given to us. Do we know probability B given A complement? We don't know. So we have here probability A given B complement. B given A complement is not known to us. So this is what we need to find out. And A complement is also known because this is simply 1 minus probability of A. So the only thing here is that you have to calculate this probability. Now, how do you calculate that? For that, you have to use this numerical values that are given to you. So let me start with this thing. Probability B given A. Probability B given A, this is given to you as 3/5, right? Okay. Now, firstly, let us see what is probability B given A complement. Probability B given A complement is simply B intersection A complement upon probability of A complement, right? Now, how do you write probability B intersection A complement? Suppose you have these two events. Suppose A is one event and B is another event. And suppose this is the universal set. I'm just making a rough sketch. So just to make you understand. So probability B intersection A complement will be which portion? This is this portion. In the graph, in the Venn diagram, this is this portion, right? So this thing. This is the portion which represents probability B intersection A complement. So how do you write this? How do you write this in terms of this probabilities A, B intersection? So you write this in this way, probability B minus probability A intersection B, right? Probability B, you take this entire event B and subtract this intersection portion to get this portion, right? I hope you got this. This is A complement as it is. So these are the things that you need to know. So probability B, probability A intersection B, and probability A complement is known to you. So this thing and this thing, these are the two things that you have to find out using the values that are given to you. So this is the first value that is given to you, probability B given A, which is 3/5. So simplify B intersection A upon A. This will be 3/5. So probability B intersection A will be 3/5 into probability A. Probability A is given to you as 1/10. So this probability will be 3/50. Now probability B intersection A is nothing but probability A intersection B. So this portion is done, right? The only thing is probability B. That you will find out using this particular thing. Probability A given B complement. Probability A given B complement, this is given to you as 3 by 5, right? No, 1 upon. A given B complement is 1 by 5. So again, simplify probability A intersection B complement. Probability B complement, this is given to you as 1 upon 5. Again, the numerator can be written in this following way. Probability A minus probability A intersection B this time. And this is as it is. Here you have 1 upon 5. And how do you get this? A intersection B complement is this portion. Again, take the entire event A and subtract this intersection portion from that to get this remaining portion. So probability A is known to you. This you have already found out. This 3 upon 50 is 1 by 5 into probability B complement. Again, simplify. This will be 55 3 into probability B complement. Okay. So this will be 2 upon 50. This is 1 upon 5 into probability B complement. So this will be how much? 1 upon 5. So probability B complement is 1 by 5. So what is probability B? This is 4 by 5 or 1 minus 1 by 5, which is 4 by 5. So we got all the things that we need to know in order to calculate this unknown component, right? So let us do that. What is probability B? We just found out it is 4 by 5. Minus this intersection is 3 upon 50 upon this A complement is 1 minus 1 by 10. So 40 minus 3 and here you have 9 upon 10. So this is 37 upon 50 into 10 upon 9, 5. So 37 upon 45, right? Okay. So now let us calculate probability B. That is what we wanted to do. What is probability B? Probability B given A into probability of A plus probability B given A complement into probability of A complement. What is probability B given A? This is given to you as 3 upon 5 into probability A is 1 upon 10 plus this you calculated 37 by 45 and this will be 9 upon 10. Now simplify, this will be 5, yeah. 3 upon 50 plus 37 upon 50. So this will be 40 upon 50. 4 by 5 is nothing but 0.8. So this will be your answer for this question, 0.8. Probability of B is 0.8. Let us get back. So the probability that B can solve the problem is 0.8. Round it off to 1 decimal place. And this is the answer. This is the, numerical answer type question. So you have to type this thing. So this was IIT JAM 2024 question number 42. The answer is 0.8.
Hi everyone. So this is JAM question like it is asked in JAM 2024. So question number 43 is here. Okay, so we will first look at the question. So we have given that the cash reserve ratio, that is CRR, is given as 5%, and then we have CDR given as 5%. Okay, and then one more information is that like if central bank let's say inject some money into the economy, then that will be like this money will build up to like you can say the change in money supply will be 10,500 crores in future. Okay, so let's say central bank inject a particular sum of money, and given the provision that currency deposit ratio should be 5%, that is if particular like if central bank inject 100 rupees, or you can say if like central bank has been given this 100 rupee as deposit, then 5 rupee will be held as cash, and the rest 95 rupees will be used by, like, the commercial bank will use it for investment purpose. Okay, so you can say, like, if you will be able to figure out here, like, the money multiplier formula. So we have this deposit multiplier as 1 upon CDR. Okay, and if you will ask about extent of credit, or you can say, let's say, what will be the and here we have the particular sum of money supply. So let's say central bank basically injected a particular sum of money, that is M, and the extent of credit, like this money supply will be able to convert to this, equal to that, this is delta M. Okay, so we have 10,500 as the extent of credit, and CDR as 0.05. It is 5%, but we can convert it into decimal. And then we have this money supply. What will be the particular sum of money which Reserve Bank will inject in the economy? Okay, so if you will solve, then 10,500 into 0.05. If you will, so the answer will be 525 crore. Okay, so this is the answer for the given question. So the next question is question number 44. So an Indian company basically borrowed $300 from a foreign bank. Okay, so borrowed amount is $300, and the interest rate which basically like this $300 will earn is 12%. Spot rate, or you can say initial exchange rate, is rupees 70 per dollar. And then we have to assume that there is zero inflation in both countries. It is given. Okay, so it is asking that if you will assume zero inflation and the real cost of borrowing is also zero, then what will be the exchange rate at the time of repayment? So let's say like Indian company borrowed that amount, and then at the time of repayment he has to pay the particular sum with interest. So we have to figure out what will be the repayment. Okay, so total repayment which basically happen. So initially like if you will ask that total repayment which a particular like that Indian company which we have to do is that 300 plus 300 into 0.12, because 12% is the interest rate. If you will solve, it will be $336. Okay, and the second thing is, if you will convert the amount borrowed in rupees, because you have given the exchange rate as 70. Okay, so if you will convert the amount borrowed in rupees, it will be rupees 21,000. Okay, and then like exchange rate repayment, like if you will look for exchange rate, then this formula will be used. Repayment in rupees is equal to total repayment in dollar into exchange rate exchange rate at repayment exchange rate at repayment. We will assume this as E. Okay, so these two things are known. Okay, so we have like figured out previously that these two things are given, or like we have converted those two things. So if you will look for E, it will be 21,000 whole upon 336. If you will solve this, you will get 62.5 rupees per dollar. Okay, so 62.5 rupees per dollar is the exchange rate at the time of repayment. So this will be the correct.
IIT JAM 2024, question number 45. There are 32 students in a class. 3 courses, namely English, Hindi, and mathematics, are offered to them. Each student must register for at least one course. The meaning of this statement is that the number of people who registered for English or Hindi or mathematics are going to be 32. There are no students outside these 3 sets. That is what is meant by it. 16 students take English. Number of students who take English are 16. 8 take Hindi. Number of people who take Hindi are 8. 18 students take mathematics. Okay. 4 students take both Hindi and English. So both Hindi and English is 4. 5 both Hindi and math. So Hindi and math is 5. And 5 take both English and maths. Okay. Then the number of students who take only math. Okay. So we actually do not know how many students are taking both, all three of the subjects. So that is X. So we have this formula where the number of people who either take, these 3 subjects, either of these, that is equal to NE plus NH plus NM minus NE intersection H minus N E intersection M minus N E intersection H intersection M plus N H intersection M intersection E. So 32 is equal to 16 plus 8 plus 18 minus 4 minus 5 minus 5 plus X. Okay. So 32 equals to 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 18 is 42. So 42 minus 4 minus 10 plus X. Okay. So 32. Now 42 minus 10 is 32. Minus 4 is X. So 4 equals to X. So the number of people who take all 3 is X. So now we will be able to tackle this problem easily. So this is math, this is Hindi, and this is English. Okay. So we have 4 people over here. Okay. Now people who take Hindi and math. Okay. So Hindi and math are 5. So 4 are already here. So 1 will be here. And people who take English and math are 5. So 4 are already here. 1 will be here. Okay. So now what is the total number of students who take math? The total number of students who take math are 18. So 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So we should be having 12 here. So number of people who take only math is going to be this, okay, which is going to be 12. So the answer is 12.